Well, another one of my packages came. I never got to finish off what actually happened with the phone was that it had came, so before it had came here, again that day I was recording, it had actually came and was delivered 3 days before at 4 p.m., but he didn't know it was mine, so this lady that was dropping him off, which luckily I was even here while it was happening, she actually had it in her trunk for the 3 days. I was about to take it to the, back to FedEx or something, because I didn't know whose it was. So luckily I was out here. So that definitely, and that was for the backup phone. I think I already said that, but this can only be the water purifier, because obviously it's not anything else. Wait a minute. I didn't know it was this big. Can this even fit in my bag? That's crazy, to be honest. I thought it was way smaller than this. Luckily, I was able to get out here, though. Because basically what happened was, at first, Steven had, he had came back with my mom as soon as I was about to go out the door, and then I was about to start crying. But luckily, he asked Chocolate if he could use her car. And he said he would give her some gas so he could go somewhere right quick. Luckily. Because other than that, I wouldn't even been able to get out here. My mom was getting in the shower. And I already said this in another video, because now I have a playlist about my whole plan to just leave. Because honestly, like I said, I'm almost too old to even still be begging authorities to do something anyway. Because at 18, that's the age where I can leave. I mean, of course, I still have 22 months left till then. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm surprised I made it this far, because honestly, I didn't think I would. Because there were plenty of times a long time ago where I thought I was going to end up dying from the pills or something. Or killing myself. Too bad they're having a party back here. Or is he telling them to leave? I thought he knew that they came here. And it usually works. I don't know if he's telling them to leave or not. I was about to go back there. Because honestly, I don't have anywhere specific to go. But I'm glad that the job texts me back. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it. Yeah, I was able to charge my phone before coming out. I'm assuming Steven's not back yet. But hopefully he's not even on his way back, because I'm about to walk to the other neighborhood eventually. Okay, so this video is basically going to be about my final resort. So like I said, I have no idea whether I don't know what I'm going to say. I was about to say close. I don't know whether the case is close or not, to be honest. But where can I sit at where I won't be obvious where Steven does pull up? Because I really want to sit somewhere in the shade, but I don't think there's too many places to sit at. Honestly, I should go ahead and walk to the other neighborhood while I don't see the car right there. I'm saying that like you can't just pull up out of nowhere. Because I'll never forget that time. I was actually recording, man. I don't remember what the video was about, but I can't even forget that time where I was walking and I seen Steven. He was pulling up from wherever he had been at. And so basically, he obviously didn't see me, because if he would have seen me, he would have blown up my phone. I have to be paranoid every time I make a move anyway about somebody following me. Then the accusations I get are crazy anyway. Cause like the whole him accusing me of going out with my money bag and buying clips and stuff. First of all, regular guns don't even take clips. So if I had a clip, that means I have a machine gun or something. Or an AR-15. Because pistols, handguns, they don't take clips. They take magazines. Well, not take, but they have magazines. Unless you use an extended magazine. But other than that, if I have a clip, that would mean I would have one of those types of guns that need a clip. And if I had enough money for that, why in the world would I even get an AR-15? Because that's enough money to get an Uber out of the state, I'm pretty sure. Because those things cost a whole bunch of money. Dang, I almost fell. So if I'm buying a clip in the AR-15, I might as well have bought my way out of here. Just trust me, if I even had money like that, I wouldn't even be here. I hope nobody's at the park so I can make this video good. I'm about to pause this though, because I don't want this to be 20 minutes for no reason. Too bad there's no door anymore though. Because honestly, the door being out in the room was what made it easier for me to actually even get out here. I mean, it's obviously pretty hard, but it made it a little bit easier. Because the thing was, I could just close the door. And they would assume that I was just in there with the door closed. But now since there's no door, all you have to do is just walk past them and you know I'm not in there. And there's nowhere else that I could be in the house unless I'm in the bathroom. And nobody wants to sit in the bathroom because for one, having to do that just makes them start saying, yeah, that just shows that there's something wrong with you because you'll sit in the bathroom and that's what the drug people do. Because that means that they're on that stuff like our video Steven saying. Then he went into details on the whole drug dealing versus job thing. He always gets jealous when he sees somebody make money in a way other than dealing drugs. The thing is, we're not in Winston anymore, so you don't even have to do that just to make money because the jobs here actually pay people. But of course, the cost of living is way more. It's like they do that stuff to purposely make sure that people won't be able to really do anything, though. In fact, I told the teachers in that pod program thing about where I'm from because we were talking about different stuff. So the day was good, like I said in another video I just made. But yeah, he actually looked up where I'm from, and I told him about the area and how they don't really pay people. And he said he looked up the average wages and stuff, and he said he can't even imagine living off that low amount of money. He was like, you can't even do anything with that, with the amount of money that they pay people there. And you really can't. It's like they pay you low, but the rent isn't high. Nowhere near like it is here. But that's not what I'm supposed to be talking about though anyway. What was the last thing I was talking about? Because I was about to get into a whole nother random topic. Because I'm really hoping I'll be able to get back there before Steven starts blowing up my phone. Where in the world did that come from? I hate when I get out here and I start getting like really... What in the world was it? Maybe I should leave. I don't like noises that come out of nowhere. It startles me. And coming outside is kind of embarrassing. I know that there really aren't that many people out here, and there's really never really anybody out here. But, like, I run from my shadow a lot because, like, I guess it's hypervigilance and the anxiousness and then all that. Then I don't like screaming noises or crying noises. I don't like any of that. Then I'll never forget that day. This is the last time I had came out here. Well, I wasn't in this neighborhood. I was in another one. I heard a leaf blow by and then I ran because I didn't know what that was. And a guy, well, he was walking, but he was like shaking his keys in his hand or whatever. And I had started running because I thought that was a dog collar. And it's like, it's embarrassing. So that's how I really should just come out here when I'm not feeling really anxious. But I mean, when I'm feeling less anxious. But of course, I'm still going to be kind of anxious when I know that Steven's always ready to stalk somebody. I'm supposed to be trying to figure out where in the world could I even put a tent. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Because I've been trying to come out here to figure this out for days. I don't remember what I was last talking about though. But hopefully I won't go off topic so much to where I won't even want to post a video and then I want to delete it or something. I'm trying to remember what the last thing I was talking about was. I don't remember. I'm just going to go ahead and say that and let it be known. So, let me think about what I want to talk about because it's already hit the past 10-minute mark. Luckily, I remembered. I was making sure I wasn't about to say something totally else. Luckily, I remembered the pause because this would have already been 20-something minutes. So, and somebody's coming to take something to the trash. I can't even think of what to say. I mean, at least I got the stuff that I needed. I got the backup phone. And luckily, he knows my name now, so he's not giving my packages to some lady to take back to FedEx. Because I did not pay any amount of money for anything just for somebody to take it back. And in fact, he had the nerve to keep telling me that the package didn't come, even though he gave it to the lady. I know he didn't know that, but like, still though, he could have just, maybe he didn't know that she had it. That's just what I'm going to tell myself. Because that situation made me kind of mad. Okay, so what was I about to talk about? Because I don't want this video to start getting plain. Oh my gosh, that came out of nowhere. And see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't like to come out here. Because everything scares me. It's not because I'm scared of bees. It's just the fact that when stuff just pops up out of nowhere and starts making noise, or when something just pops up behind me, I don't like that. Maybe I should just move. Because it's starting to look real vicious. Plus, I came out here to do something, not to sit there. So, let me think about it. Basically, I'm about to get into the topic now. Basically, I really don't have any other options, and now I'm admitting that to myself. Because at the end of the day, of course, I know I keep telling myself there's not much that somebody could do. There isn't much, but of course, there's a couple of things that someone could at least help. Like the people that actually knew the situation, like all of my dad's girlfriends that witnessed. Oh no, what in the world? That's exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, that witnessed the everyday crazy stuff. But instead of doing anything, they would just be like, well, it's gonna be okay, Siriana, and it's not my place to say anything. First of all, if you're sitting around, wait a minute, there's mud all right here. If you're sitting around the situation every day and you're willing to sit around and just watch stuff happen, just to be with somebody, then it's definitely your place to say something. Once you witness something, it's your place to say something. So even if they weren't just sitting around it every day, it still would be. That didn't make sense to me though. If you all are that scared of him to where you would leave me in jeopardy, what's the point even dating him? So yeah, there's stuff people could have done, but I know, and I've been known that the only person who could really do something for me is you. I forgot that I can't even. Wait a minute, what am I trying to do? Because this is not the way I cut through. I'm going in the complete wrong direction. So I'm about to have to turn right back around. But yeah, there's nobody that could actually help me but me. Obviously. Or at least nobody will but me. I'll say that. So, because of that, I just have to take matters into my own hand. Because the thing is, stuff is obviously only going to get worse. Once this whole me getting put in this, I know that there's plenty of worse places I could get put in. Trust me, I know that. Because I could have got put in a mental hospital. And that would have been worse. But once I got put in this little special ed thing, whatever this is, that's supposed to be for people that fought all the time and it's like some type of punishment and I shouldn't even be in there. Once that happened, I already knew that stuff was about to get horrendous all over again, like how it got once I turned 12. and that this means that sooner or later I'm gonna have to start taking matters into my own hand before things get more out of hand than they've already gotten within the past I don't know how many years. Cause like really, what else was I about to say? But yeah, I'm just sitting here walking across the street over and over again, but nobody's out here. I don't know where else to go because I don't want to go too close to somebody's window or something. So that's why I'm doing this. What in the world was that? That sounded like a whole UFO just hit the air. Let me not say that because if somebody watches it, they might say I'm hallucinating. I don't have time for that. But I definitely just heard a huge wind thing hit my ear and it hurt a little bit. So yeah. Because I don't have any time for any accusations more than I already have. Trust me. So, what was I saying? Man, this brain fog stuff is really some duty. Oh yeah, basically, I'm gonna have to just start taking risks. Cause if I don't, then let me just go over here. If I don't, nothing that needs to happen for me to actually get out is gonna happen. Everybody's talking about some. I hate how people always want to say that wait till you're 18 stuff. They're specifically trying to make sure I wouldn't even be able to leave even past 18 because they've already been saying that for the longest. So that means that with the last little 22 months, because somebody told me that there's like 22 months left till I'm 18. With those last little 22 months, all hell is about to break loose. So all I can do is leave. If somebody's trying to get me labeled as mentally unstable to where I wouldn't even be able to leave at 18 or after, that means that she's about to do a whole bunch of mess within 22 months. So yeah, that's why I really have no other choices, because mess is about, dang, what in the world? Hold on, let me just pause this. Okay, so I walked back up to where I was kind of just at, because the park I was sitting at first was right there. But somebody's over there, so now I'm right here. But yeah, like I was saying, options are really low. And at this point, I've been beating around the bush for 17 minutes. No, not 17, because at first I wasn't talking about this. I came over here to talk about this and to do something. Well, look for something. But basically, since options are low, my only option, especially since I don't have anywhere else to go to and nobody else that I can stay with, because of course, harboring a runaway is illegal. So the only thing you could do is stay at somebody's house for like a few hours or something. That's why you have to hop from place to place. And the thing about that is, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, all the people who actually ran away successfully, well, not all of them, but most of them, especially the ones that actually really, it went good for them and it was safe and stuff, it was because they actually had somewhere to go to. Because the people that get kicked out and end up homeless as teenagers that don't have anywhere to go to, a lot of the time they still end up staying homeless. And that's why a lot of people who were homeless and are like 50 something have been homeless ever since they were a kid, like 15 and stuff, and even younger than that. So yeah. And the thing is, that's the advantage that the people who actually have places to go or know someone that they can stay with have over me. Because when you don't have a place to go, a lot of times you end up just running around in circles. You hide in one spot, and then you know that the police might end up looking there, so then you hide in another spot. And then eventually you have to go back to that same last spot you were at. And I don't want to have to do that. Even though I already know that I'm going to have to. I don't even know any certain spots though. I mean, it's not that many. It's like, it's not really woods here, or at least in this area right here, that are like easy to get in. It's like, a lot of them are kind of somebody's backyard or something. But it's like, maybe I could find something somewhere near here. Because it's like tents have to go in a spot that's big enough for them, and then it has to be in a spot where there isn't going to be somebody that to come look through it. Of course, nobody's about to steal something out of there. Cause what would what do I even have? But yeah, it has to be somewhere where nobody's gonna go. Cause putting the tent in somebody's back, what in the world? I'm starting to feel like they're just doing this on purpose at this point. Cause really, if something else flies by me out of nowhere. But yeah, like I was saying, being right in somebody's backyard, I don't mean literally, because of course I wouldn't even do that literally, but like right behind an apartment complex or something, that's gonna be, somebody's gonna notice that, like really, because for one, it's not even gonna look great. That's why I'm trying to figure out what's even a good area. And just like somebody said, this whole pod thing, of course I'm not good at talking to people anyway, so I wasn't gonna make some friends anyway, but for just in case, it would have been possible for me to like meet somebody. This whole little solitude, self-contained behavior problem program for people that fight and stuff is really in the way of me actually being friends with anybody. It's just adding to the situation. It's in the way of me actually being able to make the calls I need to make. Like, there was this lawyer place somebody had got in touch with from this free legal aid place. The times that I actually did get the call, they didn't even answer. They did eventually call back once, but when they called back, I wasn't even able to answer. My head hurts so bad. That's actually one of the reasons I made sure I left the house as quick as I did. Because somebody was about to turn on that vacuum cleaner thing. That, or at least she claims it's a vacuum cleaner. That's what she's been telling me when she brings it in there. But I've never seen it vacuum anything. So, basically, she puts the scent stuff in there. And then when she turns it on, it heats it up or whatever. And then the mint smells all throughout the room. And that makes my head hurt really, really bad. So yeah, so far I have the water purifier because that's like what I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I do have the tent, well, it's coming, not I have it. The bad thing is that's gonna have to stay somewhere on the church property, but not in the building, because I don't want to have to bang on the door for 20 minutes to try to get it when I need it. That's why I really wish I could go ahead and find a place, and then when it comes, I can just leave it there. But of course, it's going to have to be a place that nobody's about to come to. So then when I leave it there, when I actually need to go, I can. Then what else was it? Portable shower thing. I wonder if somebody's sleeping outside. Dang, there's flies all everywhere. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to pause this whenever I'm not talking. Okay, so what else do I have to say? Yeah, that's everything that I have so far. And I only have $8 left, but in cash I have 20, and then that's it. So there's not really anything else that I could get. I thought about getting a sleeping bag, but the thing is, I don't mind sleeping on hard surface. In fact, I guess since that's what I was used to for a lot of my life, I like sleeping on floor. I guess that's why. But I do. But of course, this isn't floor though. It'll be ground. Is that cocaine? I'm probably just. Anywho. Dang. What was I talking about? Man, that's so sad. I'm about to stop recording though. Because I think there's a lot of people where I'm walking towards. And either way, this has already gotten too long. But basically, I made my point even though I was beating around the bush for the longest. Is that a dead cat or is that cat asleep? Or are they all trying to hide from something? Anywho, that's the stuff I'm talking about that scares me. So yeah, basically, I realized that I'm at the last option. Because there are no other options, and it really, the only other option would be suicide. And that's the one I've been trying to avoid the entire time. So really there's only two options, and that's one of them. And another one is to just up and leave. But like I said, once I sneak to a job interview or a job, I'm automatically going to be in trouble and getting an accusation. So that's why I said the day that I sneak to a job might as well be the day that I don't go back. Because of course I'm going to be getting all types of crazy accusations. Hopefully I even meet the qualifications for Cracker Barrel anyway. And if I don't, hopefully Subway will text back. I don't have anything else to say though. Because I don't want this to be 30 minutes like it kind of almost already is. For no reason.